Hi, my name is Melanie Wright. I'm 20 years old and I'm a current junior health studies major at Monmouth University. And I'm going to discuss the coronavirus today. COVID-19, or the coronavirus, has taken the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. As of today, April 28, 2020, there are around 213,000 deaths worldwide. Not everyone can be as lucky as my youngest brother, John. John had been falsely diagnosed with the flu and pneumonia in February of 2020, hospitalizing him for a month. John could not breathe, was coughing violently, and had a consistently severely high fever for days. After a few days, John had to be placed on a respirator, fighting for his life with every breath. Seeing my brother, who I loved so dearly, in that condition was agonizing. John is nonverbal, as well as autistic and epileptic, making matters worse, as we were not able to converse with a family member who was in such a vulnerable state, which was excruciatingly painful. I cried every day that my brother was in the hospital, praying to God that he would survive. Recently, within the past few weeks, physicians have been able to confirm that John did in fact have COVID-19, as his x-rays matched the confirmed cases of those with the virus perfectly. John was described to have a cement-like structure building in his lungs, which needed to be diluted to flow out. After a trial of several different medications, John reacted well to a combination of antivirals. Slowly, he regained his consciousness and strength, almost miraculously, and was able to come home. Social distancing is crucial in order to protect those who are compromised, such as my brother, as well as those who are simply human beings with lives. Seeing protesters gather to combat social distancing orders is disgraceful. People who partake in these acts are selfish from my point of view, and risking others' health. Additionally, these protesters are contradicting their cause, as protesting is only going to further elongate social distancing orders.
Not wearing masks. Just a few hours ago, there was easily 1,000 people standing on the steps of the Capitol, shoulder to shoulder, not wearing masks, protesting the State House here to talk about how they want to reopen the economy. One car that just drove by that I saw had a sign along the window that says the COVID-19 emergency is over, reopen Pennsylvania, but the State Health Department very strongly advocating against that.
Having a mother who has been a nurse for over 30 years in the ICU unit, in every unit possible of the hospital, is very offensive to see protesters disobeying the rules that the government has mandated them to follow. I have seen many make comments that these people should not go to hospitals if they are to get ill, and although I don't agree with that, it is a good thing to think about before anyone decides to protest. Another topic that I find important to discuss is the disposal of personal protective equipment. In my own town, as well as in photos, I have noticed a surplus of gloves and masks all over the streets and sidewalks. Properly disposing of these things is not only the right and easy thing to do, but it also protects the earth and the ecosystem which supports it. In times of crisis, my greatest wish is for people to act rationally. Buying out the stores of toilet paper is not rational, and hoarding personal protective equipment instead of donating it to frontliners is wrong and selfish. Of course, times are scary, and I have witnessed that firsthand in my own family, with not only my brother having the actual virus, but as well as my mother taking care of those who are affected. But as humans, and in order to gain progress quickly and safely, it is vital to follow orders and sanitize whenever possible. Mind over matter is an expression I value, and I feel as though it can be applied in the current pandemic of the coronavirus to a certain extent. Although everything may feel unstable, we have survived 100% of our worst days, and that is something that I find comfort in, and that keeps me going positively and rationally in times of crisis.